The Argentinian International Solidarity and Human Rights Mission has submitted their report on serious human rights violations committed in Peru concerning the death of dozens of people from police repression.
After more than a month of hard work, the Argentinian International Solidarity and Human Rights Mission has collected evidence and testimonies which have led them to conclude that the current Peruvian administration has committed crimes against humanity.
The first thing that needs to be clearly established is that here there was a regime, a government that decided to send the national police to perpetrate a massacre against the people of Juliaca. That's why we say in the report that we were able to verify that the Peruvian government under Boluarte, along with the armed forces and the national police, has committed crimes against humanity.
For lawyer and former General Attorney Julio Arbizu, the work of international mission is valuable because it has gathered first-hand information that will help bring about justice.
Their report contains evidence that the General Attorney doesn't have. So it would be very important that the conclusions of this report are in the hands of the prosecutor's office so that we may have a real chance at justice being made. And if not, the case would have to be brought before an international court.
Distrust in the Peruvian justice system is growing, so the relatives of the victims of Juliaca think it might be necessary to take this case to international instances, such as the Inter-American Court of Human Rights.
We want them to step in. They should know that in Peru, we no longer have justice. The whole judiciary system is corrupt and there is no justice for us. So we've asked for their support. We have invited Amnesty International and the United Nations. We have given them our testimony and we want to be heard in other countries as well.
For some members of the international mission, repression stems from economic interests.
This process of repression is part of a strategy to weaken democracies, of an offensive against the poorest, and basically of the interest of external powers to expropriate natural resources.
For some, the only way out of the crisis might be international pressure.
Just talking about the immediate crisis, not about the structural crisis, which is the reason behind the present situation, leaves only one alternative, the international community. The visibility these deaths at the hands of the police and the army may have abroad, and that they may exert pressure to first stop the brutal repression ordered by the government of Boluarte, and second, so that the demands of the population may be taken into account.
Now we can only hope this report to be sent to international instances so that the justice can be made and the country may find a way out of the present crisis.
Ramiro Angulo Maquiavelo, TeleSUR, Lima.